What's up guys, my name is ESO, but for those of you that haven't watched my Fallout 3 Let's Play, I'm also known as Danny to my friends and family. So this is going to be the answers to the question and answer video I posted a week ago, but bear in mind that there was about 1,000 comments on that video, and I can say I've read every single one and it took me hours, and actually it took me even longer to come up with responses to them all. I'm going to try and answer most of them, both gaming and real life questions. Firstly though, I've noticed that a lot of you were saying you should do a draw your own life video. And to be honest, that sounds like a great idea guys. I'd love to tell you about how I got to where I am today. In fact, I hope to tell you a little bit about that now. But if this video gets over like 2,000 likes, I will make a draw my life video next year over summer, when I've got some free time again. I won't be doing it now because I've already got plans for doing a room tour and showing you my rig for 200,000 subs, which is approaching scarily fast actually. We're getting about 25,000 subs a month now. Also, some people have been asking for another Let's Play of a different game, and I was thinking about playing through Metro, because it would be like a prep for Fallout 4, because it's the same kind of atmosphere and environment. But let me know what you guys think in the description. I mean the comment section. Anyway, my name is Danny, I'm 21, I'm 6'5", and yes, when people meet me, they always say, "You're so tall." I was born on the 22nd of November, I'm from England, and I've lived in London, Newcastle, and in between. So, here we go. What is the best advice someone has ever given you? There is no such thing as can't. I think that's probably the best thing I was ever told. And I pretty much live by that actually. When is your PC build video coming out? Keep checking in the description, and as soon as I've done it I'll put it in there. I'm working very hard on like Fallout 4 news videos right now, so as soon as I've done it, it'll be in there. What was the first video game you played? It was actually a Game Boy Color, and it was a green one with Pokemon Silver in it. And that hands down is still one of my favourite franchises. Though I don't like the new Pokemon that much. I don't have a lot of time to play it anymore, but we all know the old ones were the best guys, come on. That's why they're revamping Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. What's with the art on your wall? Are you an artist? I'm actually a bit of an artist, though it's more for enjoyment and it's probably the only thing I've ever naturally been good at. Perhaps I will show you through some of my artwork another time perhaps, if you guys are interested in that. What got you into YouTube? So this could be an extremely long answer, but to be honest, I can probably hit two birds with one stone in this one. I actually got into Xbox 360 when it first came out, and that was like my first console that I'd brought brand new, or well, my parents brought it for me. And with that I got Oblivion. That was one of the games I got with it. And I played the absolute crap out of that game. To the point where that was literally my weekends and free time in general. I pretty much spent my childhood on that game. And actually it was my mates who started asking me things about it. And I had all the answers. I knew where things were. I knew what quests were really interesting. And I really enjoyed that feeling of helping others. And that's when I made my first YouTube video. Well, I attempted to share my knowledge with others, to help and share with the world what I was good at. And that's really what got me into YouTube, and that's why I'm still here. Because I feel as though my content has a purpose, or a meaning to it if you like. So as long as I'm still helping people and I'm still getting the positive response that you guys are giving me, I will always be on YouTube. And also that's why I try to read through all of my comments. I mean, to me, what is the point in posting a video guide if you don't then help people who get stuck using that guide? That just doesn't make sense to me. Now, I'm not pretending that I answer every single comment. If I could though, I would actually employ someone to do that. I mean, it's hard enough for me to answer half of them, but some of them I do leave because I know that someone else will answer them because the answer's quite obvious. But anyway, comments and response is really important to me. So, the most asked question, do you have a girlfriend? Yes. We've been together for about 2 years now. we actually met at university, and the story of how we met is a great one, but I'm probably not allowed to tell it. And yes, she's a gamer. She actually doesn't like Skyrim or Fallout, funnily enough. I remember playing through the Game of the Year edition of Fallout with her, and literally in the first 5 minutes we went into the schoolhouse, and there were those, you know, those creepy praying mantis things, and that was it. She was like, nope, not playing this anymore, I'm done. But anyway, we did have great fun playing through The Walking Dead together, and we have fun playing Lego games as well, so yeah, she does dig video games. So what are you doing right now apart from YouTube? Well, I'm actually full-time student studying architecture. I've just finished my second year and I'm getting a first currently, and I've actually just got an award for my final project, which was really nice. A lot of people always seem to ask me how I managed to get a first in my degree, have a girlfriend and manage a YouTube channel at the same time. And to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. I work very hard at what I do, and you guys make it worth it for me. Another question was actually someone asked me what motivated me to get to this point in my life. And I'm not sure where my drive comes from. I think part of it must be you guys. And the rest of it must just be the drive to be the best I can be and provide for others and make the world a better place. If I could achieve one thing in my life, it would be to make a difference to the world. Not even in a big way, but just a good difference to improve the quality of somebody's life, no matter how small. One random act of kindness at a time. What do you do for a living except YouTube? I work for a few companies using skills that I've learned from architecture, and even sometimes marketing skills. I recently did some work for the University College of London, also known as UCL, which was very interesting. YouTube doesn't really fund a lot, to be honest, so I have to work part-time in order to actually survive and live a little bit. It took me 2 years to save up the money to buy this new PC, which is kind of a gift to you guys as well, because you can now watch me play all the good stuff at 60 FPS. Do you live with friends and family? Yes, I actually live at home for part of summer just because it's easier, saves a bit of money too. Behind me you can see my room. I've painted all the walls when I was probably about 15. In fact, I'm going to be making a video showing you around this room, and you'll probably learn a bit more about me in that video. I'm planning on probably moving out next year, and I don't know where I'm going to live yet though. Anyway, at home right here I live with my dad, my mum and my sister, and my best mate is literally just down the road, so it's fantastic when we're both back home at the same time. For the last few years I've been living in Newcastle studying architecture at Northumbria University, and I live with my girlfriend and my mate Josh. But before that I lived in London, which is where I studied art and design at Kingston University, and I was sharing a flat with 4 people. One of them, Anna, I'm actually still really good mates with her. Do you eat booty like groceries? If my groceries are vegetables, I'm going to say no. This was an interesting question. What other YouTubers do you watch, and do you get inspiration from them? To be honest, I don't actually watch any Skyrim or Fallout YouTubers religiously. I am subscribed to a few and I've spoken to a few, but to be honest I just like to do my own thing and not be swayed by other people. But I do watch other YouTubers when I have the time. Like, I really enjoy watching Foxdrop, and I think his name's Sylol, who's Foxdrop's brother. And they both play League of Legends, and they make guides, like me, but for League of Legends, and they are very useful, so if you play League, definitely check them out. And the first YouTuber I watched were probably, I think it's probably Rooster Teeth. That's back when they were smaller, and even before they were called Rooster Teeth. They used to make a few funny videos actually, and I always thought to myself, I wish I was that funny. And now I guess I am in my own way, which is important. But when I first started YouTube, I had trouble finding myself, and like, I guess you could call it my niche. Looking back, it was like I was trying to be someone else I found funny. That is why I started making guides for Skyrim and Fallout. And quite recently I did the Fallout 3 Let's Play, and all of you guys seem to really have enjoyed that, and that's really refreshing. Anyway, I've gone off on one, so next question. Did you get into Skyrim when it first came out, And will you pre-order Fallout 4 Pip-Boy Edition? Yes to both of those. Have you ever played RuneScape? Sounds like your kind of game. To be honest, I feel like every 90s kid played that game, and I was one of them. It got to the point where my mates were like max level everything 99, and so they could just give me anything I needed. So I kind of stopped because the point of an MMO for me is the grind. And being given everything makes me lose that interest. But that must have been when I was about 12 or something. So I don't really have time for MMOs anymore, which is a pity because there are a few I'd quite like to play. Why did you choose that name for your YouTube channel? Well, okay, this is quite hard to explain because everyone always asks this question. But basically, ESO means Elder Scrolls Online, but not after the game. I had the name before the game was even announced. Unfortunately, very unfortunately, the name does more bad than good. It's meant to be like Elder Scrolls guides that you can get online, but it's water under the bridge. Just have to move on, that's my name. Right, what's your top best 3 games and why? I'm going to exclude Skyrim and Fallout games from this because, I mean, they're the obvious choice, right? So, number 1, in no specific order, I'm going to say Pokemon. Like, just the franchise. Definitely Sapphire and Ruby were the games I most enjoyed. That game was literally my childhood, and I can safely say that game taught me strategy and tactics. Now, the next would probably be Dark Souls. This is one of the only games that I can play that's really hard, and when I finish like a really hard part like a boss or a specific battle, I get the same rejoice that I got when I was like 10 years old trying to beat that Pokemon Yellow gym leader called Brock with my fucking Pikachu. And that is a feeling you can't beat. Last but not least, I'm going to have to probably go with... I don't know, like there's a few games I would choose, but I'm going to go with Mount and Blade. It's now probably a horrible looking game, and I reckon some of you are looking at me going, what the fuck is Mount and Blade, mate? But my god, is the gameplay so good. You just have to check it out. No, you don't have to check it out, you have to play it, and stick with it for about an hour, and you'll just fall in love with it. It's a great game. Is that a Molag Bal statue on your wall? Yes, it is. Will you do a Dishonored Let's Play? Potentially in the future. I really did love that game. And I'd actually really like to do a Let's Play. How long does it take you usually to record a video? It depends, but usually it's on average probably a few hours. Sometimes I know what I'm doing and I just need to go and do it, and then I just need to edit it and fine tune everything. Sometimes I'll script over the video, so you know I'm not delaying on my speech, or I'm just telling you everything you need to know and everything important to kind of just save you time really, so the video's as short as it needs to be. But in regards to my build videos, they take literally weeks. I mean, firstly it's finding the inspiration, which I'll tell you about later, and secondly it's just the amount of research and testing that goes into it to try and make weird things connect together. Next question. Top celebrity crush? Jennifer Aniston. How does she still look so hot? How does it feel like having thousands of people watching your videos? I still can't believe it. But as I said before, you guys are the driving force. So it feels good, and it makes me feel motivated to want to deliver you really good content all the time. If you could change something in the past, what would it be? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Don't get me wrong, I've made mistakes in my past, and I have some regrets. But I learned from all of that, and that made me the man I am today. And I'd never change that. Ever. Here's my advice. If you ever make a mistake, don't say sorry unless you won't make that mistake again. That's how you learn from things. What's your favourite superhero? It would have to be Iron Man. Not so much because of the actual suit of Iron, but just because Tony Stark is such a cool character. Just such a badass. Maybe I just like the actor though, because Robert Downey Jr., very good actor. He did a really good show on Sherlock. But actually I can't decide if I like the TV series Sherlock or the movie Sherlock better. What do you guys think? How long have you done YouTube? I've done this channel for about 4 years, but I have been on the YouTube scene for 6 or 7 years, just, you know, trying to start a channel. Like I said, I was a bit confused at the start and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And even then I've had to figure out where my market was, what I was doing, and it requires a lot of motivation and a lot of perseverance, I think YouTube does. But once you're here, I've got you guys as an audience, and you guys are just fantastic. And yeah, obviously it took a while to build this, but now I've got one of the most positive audiences ever, and I'm so grateful for that. Skyrim, so next question. Skyrim or Fallout? I spent a lot of my childhood in Oblivion, and I do prefer bows, so it's probably going to have to be Skyrim. But I've spent almost as much time in Fallout, to be honest, so that may change with Fallout 4 as well. Like, I don't know if I could choose one over the other. I guess if I had to, it'd be Skyrim, but that's for now. What's your favourite downloadable content in Fallout? So, Fallout 3 has my favourite downloadable content, and it's probably my favourite because of its downloadable content, and that's Point Lookout. And actually, after I've done the Brotherhood of Steel Let's Play, I'm going to do the Point Lookout Let's Play, and I'm really excited for that because I literally just can't remember the story at all, so it's going to be like we're discovering it together. What was your favourite Elder Scrolls questline? The Dark Brotherhood in Oblivion, without a doubt, hands down, my favourite. What screen recorder and editor do you use? I use Fraps to record in raw footage. It takes up a lot of memory, but it gives me very detailed videos. And I edit it using Windows Movie Maker because I can't afford anything else better right now. I kind of need to learn a new program as well, to be honest, which I have planned to do. Do you play any other games besides Skyrim and Fallout? I play a lot of League of Legends with my friends, and to be honest, I used to enjoy Call of Duty 4 a lot. I still play a little bit of Payday 2. I want to play a lot of games, like a lot of different ones, like Assassin's Creed, new Witcher game, but I don't really have the time to play them. Like, it's kind of like, I've got to do a Skyrim video, I've got to do this video. Not that I don't enjoy that, I fucking love that, but, you know, I'd rather be making that content for you guys than just enjoying myself playing another game, if that makes sense. But hey, if we do this Metro Let's Play, maybe you'll see me in another game then. What is your favourite breakfast? I actually really like yogurt for breakfast, unless I've got like a big day ahead of me, and then I just eat toast or Cheerios. And another question was, do you pour the milk in first or the cereal? Definitely the cereal. Does anyone pour the milk in first? Like, it's just, I don't understand. Just had to pause for some water. What's the next question? Oh, this is actually quite an interesting one. I had to think a little bit about this one. Do you think professional gaming is an unhealthy hobby? Yes, actually I do. And I don't think it's the lifestyle. Like, I mean, I myself still work out and I like to keep fit because I care about my body. But I also think it's an unhealthy mentality. Like, I mean, I could quite easily just sit inside, have not many mates, and just make videos all day. But fuck me, do I need to socialise? I'd go nuts if I did that. My mate told me quite a weird expression that I think sums it up. But for want of a better name, he said we were closet nerds. We like to party hard, go clubbing, and speak to other people we've never met before as much as anybody. But when we're at home, it's just all about video games. Just like, yeah. Are you confident? Yes, I am. I often stand up, give presentations about my work as an architect. And if you don't believe in your own work, how can you expect anyone else to? The same goes for YouTube, really. If you're not confident about what you're producing and that you want people to see that, then you won't get very far. You need to be confident in what you do, or have confidence in what you do. Do you have a pet? Well, my sister actually has guinea pigs. I personally want a dog. I'm actually seriously considering getting one next year over summer. So perhaps we might have another member of the family. We don't know yet. Will you do guides in Fallout 4? Yes, of course. And I will always be doing guides for Skyrim until the next game comes out at least. I actually have over 10 pages of things written in very small handwriting. It's like a to-do list of things I have yet to make videos on. And I also have a Let's Play I still want to do, and oh my god, there's just so much stuff. That's why it's such a great game, because I mean, that game's like over 4 years old now, and I'm still playing it. What game consoles do you have? I still have my Xbox 360, my Game Boy, 3DS, DS, though I don't really use them very much. I actually even have a PS4, but I never really have time for that either, unfortunately. Can you do a room tour? Yes, if there is high enough demand, if I get a lot of comments, then I'll definitely do one. Do you paint? Yes, I paint too. Did you play Fallout 3 before your Let's Play? Actually I did, over 4 years ago. So it was almost like, I remember some of the lore and I can still walk you through the game, but the story, like, it's still like a bit new, some of it, because I'm still like refreshing my head. So I think it's still more interesting for you guys to watch. What do you think should be an Elder Scrolls 6? Just fucking everything. Just give me everything under the sun, and then give me the sun, put that in a little box and give it to me, like put it on my PC, and I'll be fucking happy. What's your favourite race and class to be as that race? An Orc Archer, because it seems like the weirdest combination, but it actually has the best damage per second of almost any build. So, would you rather save a child or get a sneak peek at the Elder Scrolls 6? Then in brackets it says, I dare you to say it, question mark. Actually, to be honest, I'd rather save a child. I mean, Todd Howard said that he likes it when you get that surprise, when everything is just revealed to you in one go. And then you can get excited about it, you can imagine yourself in the game, and it's less time to wait too. So I don't want to sneak peek at it unless they're going to ask me to help develop it. What is your favourite YouTube video you have ever made? Well, apart from the best Archer Assassin bow build, which was my first build guide, there's one other that I bet, well, it's only got 2,000 views, so I know for a fact most of you haven't seen it, which nobody has seen, in fact. I'll link it in the description below. It's like one of the first videos I made, and it's like so cheesy, but I think it's quite funny. What is your favourite gear / weapon in Skyrim besides glass armour and dragon bone? I really like the concept of Stalrim. That's really cool. And I also like the knife and fork as a weapon. In fact, finding the knife and fork as a weapon inspired me to make a video, I mean a build guide using the knife and fork solely, so that's how much I like that weapon. Basketball or football? Well, I used to play for a football team, and I prefer to play football, but I prefer to watch basketball because I think it's just a lot more, it's faster paced and it's more interesting for me. Do you plan on doing YouTube for as long as you can? I will be doing YouTube until the day I die. And if that day comes close, then I'll probably hand this channel down to somebody else who I think is prepared to take it on. Do you ever get tired of playing old games? No, never. I'm actually surprised that I'm still not tired of it. I think it's because I'm creative, and if I get bored, I'll just reinvent something. Like, my builds are, like, some of them are a new way to play the game, and they add like a new depth of gameplay, and it's almost like replaying it again in a different way. And I mean, that's what I wanted to set out to achieve with some of those builds. I've just combined odd things together, and to be honest, I don't think I'll ever stop making Skyrim and Fallout guides. I'd never want to stop. What's your favourite transformation in Skyrim? The werewolf. Just grizzly, hitting like a truck. What are your PC specs? Well, I'll make another video on that and I'll link it in the description below. for like maybe I'll make a video showing you guys my setup. Actually, yeah, that sounds good. Favorite hobby or pastime? I like drawing a lot, and I end up drawing a lot, like just ideas for my next architecture project, that kind of thing. I always actually keep like a notepad with me so I can jot down even just video ideas for Skyrim or things that I've seen that I want to look up or just anything. Like, I'm always thinking about things that I can do. I like partying, just chatting to people, like going down the pub, seeing what other people are doing in their lives. I love a good story. Architectural, sightseeing, cycling, and YouTube. I still consider YouTube a hobby. Even if I do it full time ever, it would still be a hobby. Will you ever play games with friends? I have actually already. We did a Twitch stream and I played some League of Legends with some of the subs. And I've also played... what else have I played? And I've played a few other games with subs as well, which is quite nice. And I'd quite like to do it again, to be honest. It's good fun. When you decided to make a YouTube channel on the Elder Scrolls and Fallout series, how hard was it to begin the channel and make it successful? I don't know why there's a comment. Oh no, there's a bit of dust on my screen. It was very hard to do. I had to post in forums and make like Steam guides and even just FAQ guides, and that's how I got noticed. And even then, like, my first 1,000 views was just a grind. And you just have to be so motivated, like I said earlier. When progress started happening, when I hit on to what people needed help with, I mean, it's just grown and grown from there, really. Will you ever upload one vid every day? No, I don't think so. Well, okay, I say I don't think so, but the past few days I've been uploading like almost 2 videos a day, like on the odd day, and still going like 4 videos a week besides that. So, but I'm still going to say I don't think it will ever be possible for me to be like 1 video a day, like 300 and whatever days, and keep that going. I spend too much time preparing and like making the content. Perhaps if I employ someone, which I plan to do in the future if we meet our Patreon goal, I'll have them edit the videos and then I'll just purely concentrate on making content for everyone. Who's your favourite Daedric prince? This was a very easy question. Sheogorath. He has to be just the best voice acting ever. And dialogue, I just love him. Fish sticks. What would you do if you could make any game with full creative control and unlimited budget? What would it be? I've actually considered making my own game before, but on such a budget, I'd probably make, just off the top of my head, a mod for Skyrim, where you can host servers online and join like a group dungeon or an area, either have like a death match or just take on a big boss. Like the Elder Scrolls Online, but with the solo experience as well, because that's what I love. How much do you know about Elder Scrolls lore? From a scale of 1 to 10. I would say a 7. I know a lot about certain parts and less about others. It really depends on where my travels take me. Like, if there's a certain quest I do and I think, oh, that's really interesting, I might read up a bit more about it, so I can tell you about that when I'm playing through that in a Let's Play later on or something. I guess therein lies the beauty of the game. But I think a lot of you know more than me. Indeed, I've spoken to people who do, and I think it's really cool. Any tips on starting YouTube? I could even make a separate video about this, to be honest. But I mean, I've already given you a few tips. But my honest advice, and it's hard to do, it would be to find yourself and figure out what makes you you, and then just be yourself and project that to other people. But definitely start by helping other people and making guides. I think that would probably be the fastest way to start. Can you use Facecam? I'm not actually sure. I don't really want to take up like half the screen with my face on a game like Skyrim or even any RPG for that matter. But What's your view on it? Because I don't really think it's a great idea. Like, on Twitch, yes, but YouTube videos, not so much. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. If you guys really want that, then I might do that, but I never do it on Skyrim or Fallout games. I just think you want your whole screen because you want to be immersed in the game, in my opinion. Will you continue to post builds in the future? Yep, I will. They take a long time to make, however, so it takes me time to do that. And then another question is, where do you get inspiration from? I read a lot of books in real life that inspire me, and also TV programs and other games. That's literally it, to be honest. Who is your favourite author? Brent Weeks, and I quite like Robin Hobb as well. If you like Assassins, read the Night Angel trilogy by Brent Weeks. You will not regret it. That's the best book I've ever read. Are you involved in any religion? No, I just believe in myself and my friends. If you wanted to create a new weapon, what would it be like? It would be the ability to put down tripwires and create your own traps, but I guess as far as wacky goes, I'd like to have a gun that would increase or decrease the size of something, so you wouldn't know which it was going to be, and you'd like fire it at like a super mutant behemoth, and then suddenly it would be 10 times bigger, and you'd be like, ah, fuck! What is your dream car? The old classic Mustang. God, that's such a beautiful car. But I'd never get one because I don't like to burn my money for fuel. Who is your favourite Elder Scrolls and Fallout NPC? In Skyrim, it's Sheogorath. And in Fallout, it's got to be Liberty Prime, if he counts. He's a pretty big NPC if he is. Do you like chicken wings? Yes, especially barbecue chicken wings. If we ever meet and you just buy me some barbecue chicken wings, we will be off to a great start. Fallout 4 mod review. Yes, I would like to do that. How do you cut your hair? How do you make it stand like that? I cut my hair on my own, actually. I do like a 1 or 2 on the sides and then a 3 on the back. And I usually just trim the top. And when I get out the shower, I just put a hat on, push it back, and it sort of just stays like this. It's literally like a zero maintenance haircut. What channel will you post on? Just this channel. Did you ever play COD or any other FPS? Yeah, as I said earlier, I played Call of Duty 4. Though not much anymore. It's more like Payday now. I still like shooters though. Like obviously, Fallout kind of borders on being a shooter, though it's like not as in depth. I'd like to play some more shooters, and I probably would play shooters with fans as well. Do you appreciate me? Yes, I do. I really appreciate you. Will you marry me? I don't know who you are. Have you ever been to Ireland? Yes, I'm actually a quarter Irish. What is your favourite food? Pizza and then lasagna. Oh, I love a good lasagna. What will you do after this video? Okay, my best friend's twin is actually going to Taiwan. So, I'm probably going to go to the pub with them. And then tomorrow we're going to like plan a big barbecue. Maybe go to an outdoor pool. Because, I mean, it's 35 degrees in fucking England, guys. Like, I don't understand what's going on outside. But just going to enjoy it while it lasts, you know? Why do you look so much like James from Fallout 3? This just had to be in here. Have you seen or watched Game of Thrones? If so, who is your favourite character? Oh, that's such an easy question. I don't know if you guys agree with me on this, but Peter Dinklage, who plays Tyrion Lannister, is hands down my favourite character. I just love his like word sparring, if you like. He's just so cool. He always gets himself out of the craziest situations. What music genre do you like? Actually, I listen to all sorts. I really like whatever's playing in the clubs, well, right now. And in my spare time, I listen to a lot of Anne Boleyn, and I even like Hans Zimmer too. And if you don't know who that is, you've never seen a flawless movie soundtrack in your life. Just look up Hans Zimmer, and then just listen and go to sleep. Do you recommend any non-Bethesda games? Yes, actually I do. I recommend playing Dishonored. Oh shit, that is a... Okay, that is... They have made that game. Okay, start again. Dark Souls and The Witcher 3. Both great games. What would you say is your funniest moment in Fallout 3, New Vegas or Skyrim? Okay, if you watched the last episode of my Fallout 3 Let's Play, part 13, it's so funny and retarded. I can't spoil it for you because some people might want to watch it from the beginning. Are you still playing Fallout Shelter? Yes, I am indeed. It passes the time on the train. It's the best ISO game I've ever played, and I'm loving it. I just feel like it needs to be a bit harder. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's quite easy. What are your plans for the future? To keep making you absolutely wonderful people videos, and maybe one day try to go to Comic-Con or something to meet all of you. Okay, I've got a few more questions I want to add to the end of this video just to get them in. So, what's your dream job? It's always been to be an architect and build my own house and ultimately to design cheap homes for better living standards. You see, in the UK we have a housing shortage and those houses are available but not affordable. The current system doesn't really work. And that's where I think some clever architecture can help solve the issue. But honestly, my joint dream job is YouTube. But I don't really think of these things as jobs because I love them so much. They're more hobbies and I have fun doing them. Do you snowboard? Actually, I want to learn how to snowboard, but I am a very good skier. I used to go once a year, but I've not been since university. Most of my holidays are kind of spent catching up with YouTube videos. In the future, I'll definitely be going again. And just one final reminder, do you guys want to see me play Metro and make a Let's Play out of it? I might even put a survey link in the description for you guys so you can pick what game I do a Let's Play on. So this is a final thank you to all of you subscribers for your wonderful support. I would not be here without you and I cannot thank you enough. If you haven't already, make sure you like my Facebook page because I'm usually most active on there, giving people updates of what I'm working on. You can also support me on Patreon and help me reach my goal to become a full-time YouTuber. Thanks for watching and supporting me with your likes, shares and lovely comments. See you in the next guide, guys.